Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back again, tennis fans. Here we go. This one's a little bit off the cuff. We don't normally do these live draw reactions whilst the draw's going on. I managed to get a couple of graphics. I just seen somebody posted them online so that we can have a quick look at what's going on. They sort of posted like pictures of the main leader or the board that's being posted.
Yeah. They've got like the ladder there, or like a board, like a TV screen, and everyone's sort of crowded around it trying to take a picture. They're very grainy. We have to zoom in. The image you've just sent me now, Ben, is what I sent you about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's no worries then. So at least we've got the same thing. That's all that matters. Well, as long as you can see it, that's all that matters, mate. That's,
so I don't know if you want to bring up the ATP Tour one, which I've sent you as well, because that sort of explains the top half and the bottom half. Currently, we do have some of the other seedless players put into the draw. So it starts off with the draw. The seeds are in, so we know where they're placed, and we've also seen some of the other players, which we're going to get onto. But on the top half, the seeds, I don't know if you're going to share it.
Yeah, just 1 second. I'm just getting it prepped so that we can have a quick look at this one. Right, okay. Let me bring this up on the screen super fast. Here we go. There we go.
This is the seeds which have been placed. We've got the top half, Daniil Medvedev, Dimitrov, Opelka, Shapo, Karatsev, Korda, Hurkacz, Rublev, Schwartzman, Ruud. And then the bottom, we've got Berrettini, Fritz, Sinner, Monfils, Alcaraz, Zverev, Felix, Tsitsipas, Khachanov. Wow. And if you're looking at that initially, what would you say is the tougher, the top half or the bottom half? I think it's very even.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite even. I don't really like it either. I'd say maybe, I don't know. If you're Medvedev, you're probably happy.
Easier.
Yeah, you're probably happy.
Medvedev likes that. I think he likes them seeded players, especially... I think the likes of Schwartzman and Ruud being big seeds, Medvedev will get the better of them sort of players. I think all of them, really. Medvedev's going to be really pleased with that.
Yeah, I think so.
He's avoided Berrettini, Zverev, Tsitsipas.
Yeah, Felix as well. He can sometimes cause people some problems. I think it's not a bad draw for him. I think there was another graphic you sent me about projected quarterfinals as well.
Yeah.
Shall I bring that one on?
Yeah, no worries.
Just ping that one on there. And you've got here projected quarterfinals could be Daniil Medvedev versus Hubert Hurkacz. And that would be another rematch. Obviously, they played each other a few times recently. Yeah. Medvedev, the victor last time they played, though, I believe, on the hard courts. Rublev, Ruud. And we're only talking about those two names and how their 2 years have been very comparable. Last year, the 5 titles for Rublev. This year, the 5 for Ruud. And then we've got Berrettini, Zverev. That would be a good one. They tend to meet each other, the big power hitters, the big servers. And then Felix Tsitsipas, the guys with sort of more... I don't want to say mental problems, but the guys with more problems in the mental side of the game. Yeah, I was going to say, just the ones who struggle with the mental fragility of the game when it comes to some of these bigger matches. But you would expect someone like Tsitsipas, if he's playing well and he's got that far, to probably win that type of match.
I think Taylor makes a good point, saying I think Med would rather face Zverev or Berrettini rather than Hurkacz. Probably too, considering he lost to him at Wimbledon in 4 sets, and he seems to find it very difficult. But I can't really put my finger on Hubert Hurkacz. I think he's 1 week he's brilliant, the next minute he's just not very good. He's super inconsistent.
And the serve.
Yeah, it's very reliant on the serve. If the serve's not doing much, Medvedev will demolish him. And no offense to him, he's just too good. He's got too much game. And I would be looking at this as Medvedev thinking it's going to be quite... I think he's going to be okay. But yeah, I've just sent you another graphic for some more sort of fun first round matches. I don't know if you get that one on the screen.
Yeah, I will do. I'll just pull that one up now. It's quite exciting, though, just to see these names finally, who they're going to be up against. Oops, sorry, I just gone into the wrong message then.
No worries. I'll let you do that, and I'll talk about something else.
There you go.
Oh, you got it. That's nice. So these are some fun first round matches. First time we're looking at them. It's happened right now. And everyone wants to know where Andy Murray is going to be placed. He usually gets a really tough draw recently. Seems to be a very difficult player. I think Manarino's not a bad one. He'll be pretty pleased with that. Murray Manarino. We've got Benoit Paire TFO as an exciting one. Ramos Vinolas Musetti, the battle of the clay quarters. Musetti not in great form. I'm not seeing Ramos play too recently either. Jack Sock Millman, that could be great. Anderson Thompson, Tommy Paul Lopez. And listen, for some first round matches, they're not bad.
Not bad at all.
Considering there'll be a lot of buys in the first rounds as well, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not a grand slam where there's no buys in the first round.
No, I quite like the pair TFO for some reason. I don't know why that one sort of jumps off the page to me as being a bit of a fiery matchup. I know TFO
can win that one.
TFO brings a lot of, I don't know, charisma to the court and a lot of fun. And Pair sometimes brings fun, but also brings some controversy. So we could see TFO dancing, Pair shouting, racket smashed, maybe even TFO. I don't know. He could be winning, maybe then losing. I think that one could be a 3-setter.
Yeah, no, I agree. The other one I wanted to talk about was Ramos Musetti.
Yep.
Is this Musetti's chance? He's not done anything since Djokovic. He's been really disappointing. He'll be pretty pleased with Ramos in the first round because that's a winnable one.
Yeah, he definitely will be pleased. I think Ramos on the hard court's not quite as good. Musetti needs to step up and he needs to do it soon. Otherwise, you're going to be sort of left behind. We've got a lot of other young players on tour that are now stealing the headlines that he was stealing last year. Everyone remembers Rome and everyone remembers how great he was, how he thrashed.
I think Alcaraz stole his thunder a little bit. Do you not think?
Well, Alcaraz, Raducanu, Leylah Fernandez.
On the men's, just focus on the men's.
Yeah, I know, but
Alcaraz
I'm just saying,
stole his thunder.
In general, there's just been a lot more young players coming into the forefront of media. He was the one who was sort of being touted as, if he wasn't going to be a tennis player, he would have been a model, all this type of stuff he was talking about. And now we're sort of seeing, did he get a little bit too carried away? That Djokovic one, he sort of did take his soul a little bit in that one. And we haven't really seen the real Musetti back again
from him since. Djokovic has taken it from him.
Come on, give it to him.
Back to Andy Murray, though. I feel like we've sort of swept past that one against Manarino. We both agreed that we like it. Is it going to be comfortable for him?
Wow, it wasn't comfortable for Federer at Wimbledon, was it?
Because we've got some more news with Murray about his next few rounds. So potentially a second round against Alcaraz.
Oh.
And then the winner of that will play Zverev in round 3.
Brilliant. I like the Murray Alcaraz would be great because that would be a real nice old versus new. And Murray still has capabilities to be able to beat someone like Alcaraz, but you just got that feeling that Alcaraz, he's just made of something special. And he could, if he could do something special in this tournament, we saw flashes of it at the US Open. Could this be where we go a bit mad on a bracket again? It could be. But Zverev waiting, no one wants that matchup, that's for sure.
I think, neither of them will. But let's move on to the next screenshot.
What, the big one? The big one. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to be able to see this.
This is going to be really difficult to see.
We'll try and have a little look.
We'll try and dissect some of it. So some of the other matches, we've got McDonald. He's going to be an unseeded player in the Medvedev section with Duckworth. That's actually tough. I know we're saying Medvedev's got not quite a simple draw, but that's based off the seeds. If you're looking at some of the unseeded, I'm not so. I think this is really tough. Duckworth's playing great. McDonald can certainly turn it on. And Giron, at the moment, he got to his first semi-final in an ATP Tour recently, playing the best tennis of his career. Yeah,
I think it's not a foregone conclusion by any means. You're playing in the US as well. Obviously, Mackie, we saw how well he played. Got to that final in Washington against, wasn't it, Yannick Sinner, wasn't it? So we know that he can get to the finals and get deep in US tournaments. He's sort of, I find that with a lot of US players, they can turn it on in their own backyard. And I wouldn't be surprised if he takes a set. If he was to knock out Duckworth, he could run Medvedev close on some sets.
Yeah.
Not sure if he'll take a set. I don't know. I'll be a bit generous there.
We've got Krajinovic as the seeded player in that section. And then just moving down to sort of finish this quarter, who do we have? We've got Altmaier, Querrey, Kolsrabotara, Daniel, and Riley Opelka at the bottom. So, we could see Opelka Medvedev potentially.
Dimitrov in there as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget him. Yeah. Moving
the
down.
Next section, this is the... Wait, who's the right at the bottom? Can we see that?
Hurkacz.
Is this the Hurkacz? What's CT?
Yeah. 8th, I think.
That's not right then. So who's the number?
So
number 2, 1, 2, 3, or 4 in here?
Well, in this one we've got Chapo in there.
Should there not be a 1, 2? Do you know what I mean?
There must be another. I think this goes all the way to the other side. That's why, because they do it in 2 halves. Apologies.
Oh,
Rublev.
okay.
Yeah, this is the. Sorry, I didn't say that. Top half.
Oh, okay. I was getting confused.
Yes.
So this is the top half. So Rublev's going to be. So sorry, that whole side is 1 quarter. This whole one side is going to be another quarter. So we've just spoke. So let's talk about the other players at the bottom then. So on the other side, so the Medvedev section, because we didn't know about that. You've got Hurkacz in Medvedev section. Yeah, that's right. Of course.
Yep.
You've got Aslan Karatsev in that section as well. It's I don't know. It's not too bad. Chapo's not full of that confidence at the moment. He's beatable.
Chapo?
Yeah,
Karatsev, he's avoiding
there's
the
a lot of
corner.
good players in here, but not the best form. Even JJ Wolf not really going into much form. Kecmanovic not in form. Poprin not in form. Korda's not been playing much. He's been injured. So yeah, Querrey not an informed player. I look at this as a section of not many informed men, if I'm honest. And Medvedev's the only one piping hot. And on the other side, that's going to be the Rublev side. He is in good form, playing very well at the Laver Cup, but the only thing is, he lost, didn't he, in the event straight after, which was slightly disappointing.
Yeah. He has.
Was it Casper Ruud he lost to, or?
I believe so. Let me just have a quick check on that because I don't want to feed you with wrong information. I'll just bring up his last result. It was Norrie. That was
Norrie,
it.
sorry.
I
Norrie beat him, in
it was
3.
that tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close, man. And that's just how Casper Ruud just destroyed Norrie. It just makes you wonder what is in store for Casper Ruud. Is there anybody going to be getting carried away in this tournament with Casper Ruud? I'm interested to see what his.
Look who's there. We've got Cam Norrie there as well. The 21 seed. He's going to be in the same section as Rublev, so they could have a repeat of that. Cam Norrie, I'm sure he fancies himself in America. He's great out there, and Rublev could be in for a spot of bother. You got Taberna, one of my favourite young players. We could be seeing him early doors against Rublev, which would be exciting. Moving down, we have Kwon Soon playing amazing at the moment. He's just off the back of winning Nur Sultan. Batista Agut's back in action. We've got Diego Schwartzman. For me, this section's a little bit more exciting. I think there's some more informed players.
A lot of clay quarters, though.
There is a lot. You've got Nishikori in here. He could really make a claim in this event and put his put the gauntlet down.
Yeah, he could do.
Lloyd Harris, raring to go.
Yes.
He probably likes the look of this little section until he plays
Casper
Ruud.
Yeah, I think he'll like the look. I think he'll even fancy himself against Casper Ruud, if I'm honest. I don't know why. I think he feels like a confident player to me, Lloyd Harris.
Yeah.
And if he starts playing well, I wouldn't want to go up against him. He's got that massive serve, and he's a very big power hitter. Casper Ruud would have to be really on his game on that day if they were to meet. Big Steve there up against Davidovich Fokina. Big Steve Johnson. And then, you just got Tobias Boehner there against a qualifier. So Dan Evans there could meet Nishikori. That could be an interesting one.
Yeah, so the big ones for me here would be, I don't want to be too dismissive of Lloyd Harris, but you got Casper Ruud. I'm going to go there. Nishikori. Moving up, Cam Norrie sort of stands out to me. And Rublev. I think they're the ones. Batista are good as well. Throw him in the hat. We could see any of these guys really advance and do some damage. Casper Ruud, though, the conditions probably will suit him, I reckon. And he's finding his form on the hard courts. You saw what he did in Chicago. It's unplayable. So probably the favourite to take this section, and it won't be Rublev. I reckon it'll be Ruud.
Yeah,
Battle of the Roos. Ruud's being a bit more impressive than Rublev right now.
a lot more impressive, I think. It's
so we could see a Ruud Medvedev semi-final. Medvedev on the other side.
No Dan Evans.
Not in America. I don't fancy him on the hard courts of America. He's not great there.
Got to the fourth round of the US Open.
Not enough for me.
All right, fair enough. Let's move over to the other side, and we'll see the bottom half of the draw.
That's a bit clearer, this one.
A little bit. They must have got the focus a bit better on their camera. Oh, maybe when I zoom in, it goes terrible. All right.
You can zoom out a tad.
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All
so
right,
this section is going to be the... Who's it going to be? It'll be at the bottom, Ben, I think.
Apologies.
Zverev.
Yeah, look at that.
So this is the Zverev section. We could be seeing Zverev Brooksby early doors. We've got Murray in there as well. Alcaraz. Wow, this is stacked. So now you go. This is a horrible section. Martin Fucsovic, Thompson, Anderson. Oh, this is horrible. Monfils, Millman. Oh, I don't like the look of this at all. Anyone can win this. John Isner, Taylor Fritz, Nakashima, Dennis Kudla, and Berrettini. Listen, this whole side is a bit of a pick'em. I'm not sure who's going to advance from here.
That's a mean section. This one
is going to decide who wins $100. Who can pick the winner from this section wins the $100 on the men's. That's my prediction.
Let's just put this into perspective. What we just looked at: Ruud, Cabayas, Boehner, Steve Johnson, Davidovich Fokina, Lloyd Harris, Jair, Schwartzman, Norrie, Lajovic.
Mate, this draw is broken. I'm sorry.
Berrettini, Nakashima, Isner.
The draw is broken.
Sinner, Monfils, Fuchsovic, Anderson, Sonego, Alcaraz, Murray, Brooksby.
Brooksby is the one who stands out to me there.
Yeah.
Listen, this is going to be crazy. It's going to be so tough. We've got Taylor saying all the clay quarters on one side. We've got all the American hard quarters on this side. Battling out on Grand Slam. We've got a Grand Slam champion here as well. So it's going to be tough. Zverev, can he do it?
It's possible. I mean, it really is. I mean, if he was to get past, say, a Brooksby next round, then it's potentially an Alcaraz. I know he's already beaten him before. Murray probably be a bigger test if he was to face him because, I don't know, just maybe just the mental side of the game. Murray could get in his head, but that's about it for me. I think Zverev should really
look at Alcaraz there as well as a seed.
Yeah, brilliant.
He's seeded now, Carlos Alcaraz.
Berrettini, though, at the other, you'd expect him to probably go through 1, 2. I'd say probably clean until Sinner, maybe.
And Anderson, like I said, Grand Slam finalist twice.
Yes, there he is against Jordan Thompson.
He could head the section. Monfils could head the section as well because he's back.
Come on, Gail.
I don't know how to call it. I really don't. The thing is, we've got JJ saying about Sasha's under investigation with the ATP, with all the allegations. No, but it seems to have come to the forefront. I didn't send you all the tweets, but they've made something quite formal the other day, and I saw a post on Twitter. So whether that could be affecting him a little bit, we'll have to wait and see. If it does in any shape or form affect him, there's no way he advances here because there's too much talent on this side.
Yeah.
Let's move over to the other side. So this will be who will be playing on the Zverev section against him in the Tsitsipas section, the other semi-finalist.
Seems that worse. I don't know why it's not focused as much on this one. We're going to have to guess.
Yeah, this is difficult, but I can kind of guess. We've got Tsitsipas. Yeah, I like all of this so far. Fanini there, Struff, Galan. Dimanor not in good form. Andahar, Holger Rune's a good player. Garen's back in action, but he's a clay quarter. Carino Busta, that's a really tricky one.
Yeah,
come on, this is looking great for Tsitsipas so far.
It is.
Kachanov, Rusevori, Kvetva, Jarisimov, Ramos, Felix. I'm sorry, this is. You compare this section to the other one. If Tsitsipas doesn't make the semis, I'll be shocked. Sorry, quarters. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of laid out for him, really, isn't it? I mean, the blueprint is there. All you got to buy, probably Pedro Martinez, then probably
Struff maybe, or I'd say probably over Fanini, and then probably Garin. I don't know. Like maybe Rune. Holger Rune could take that mini section there possibly. And I think that he's probably got the better of maybe Hatchinov, Buster. Yeah, I mean, I don't. If he doesn't get to the quarters, he needs to take a look in the mirror, I think.
Yeah, I've just sent you the drawing format where you can go through each 4 quarter, so you can
Ooh.
flick through that. So that might be slightly better for you.
Let me have a little look.
So I'll let you get on with that. I'll just go to the chat. Shout out to Big Atty Varen for joining us. How we doing? Make sure if everyone hasn't already, hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you're new, and join our new bracket league. Moving on to the app now. The tennis app's completely free to join, and we'll be giving away $100 to the winner. So you don't want to miss out. And here we go. We've got it's quite a nice little draw, this one, isn't it? Nice little graphic. We've got the palm tree,
Jose.
the pink. So this is handy. I think it's Tennis TV who have provided it, actually.
I know Jose posts them up quicker than Tennis TV posts them themselves, I think.
Yeah, I think we've sort of summarised this one, though. Let's go to the fourth one, the Tsitsipas one, because I think it's going to be fascinating to see. Have you got them all there? Oh, nice. Here we go. Fourth quarter, Tsitsipas.
Right, he's at the bottom there. There you go.
Yeah, it just seems so simple. I think the only person who can trouble him would be Buster or Felix, but then I'm not that encouraged against Buster Tsitsipas at all. I'll be shocked.
Maybe?
Listen, I'll be shocked if Tsitsipas doesn't advance here. I'm going to keep saying it, but does anyone else think anyone else could trouble him?
Rune, maybe. I think this is the type of section. Have a look at some of the players who could make a standout performance maybe in this tournament and make a name for themselves. Maybe get to a quarterfinal themselves. I mean, someone like a Holger Rune, this could be your breakout tournament, really. You could really put yourself on the scene, get a load of points in this tournament. I think it's possible as well. I think you could beat Garin. I also think he could beat De Minaur.
Yeah, definitely. But can he beat Tsitsipas?
Well, that's the big question. If it's a Tsitsipas playing well, I've noticed they spelled qualifier wrong there. Terrible.
Yeah, no, listen, Holger Rune, I think he will beat a lot of these players. For me, he beats Garin, he beats a lot of them, but he doesn't get close to Tsitsipas yet.
No, not yet. But
and that's going to be where he falls short.
Only takes, we saw what Alcaraz did, and he'll be wanting to try and emulate another young player on the tour. If Alcaraz can do it, why can't I? He'll be saying. So I'm excited to see what Rune brings. We got Koepfer in there and Rusevori. We've not spoken about them. That's a nice matchup.
First round match, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably one of the ones that wasn't added to those notes, but that's one that I would say, well, 2 GTL favourites playing against each other. I look forward to that one. And well, we already spoke about Ramos and Musetti.
We've done that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to bring up the other graphic which I've shared with you. That is the sort of I think it's the round of 16 potential. So we've got that there as well. I'll let you get that one up. Something I want to say, just sort of summary. No, I've just shared it with you.
Oh, you just shared it with me. Okay.
Well, about 4 minutes ago. But
I'll go in there. Apologies. This one.
There you go. So the potential round of 16: Medvedev, Opelka, Shapo, Hurkacz, Rublev, Ruud, Schwartzman, Ruud, Berrettini, Sinner, Monfils, Zverev, Felix, Buster, and Garin, Tsitsipas. One thing, my final concluding remarks on this whole thing is this: Medvedev has a simple draw, in my opinion. Tsitsipas, arguably even simpler. Maybe not, because Felix can turn up and so can Buster, but I don't think they do against Tsitsipas. So maybe it is even easier than Medvedev. And then you look at the likes of Zverev, and it's ridiculously tough. And I think you could probably say the same about Rublev. It's not as tough, but it's challenging. So you've got Zverev with the toughest, then followed by Rublev, then maybe Medvedev, and then Tsitsipas with the easiest, in my opinion.
And it's crazy as well, just the time when Zverev could probably do with an easy draw with all this other stuff going on. He's now getting thrown to the lions. So this is a perfect opportunity if you're playing Alex Zverev to get one over on him and maybe get a big scalp. And Brooksby will definitely be looking for that. Let me tell you, if he can get past his first round opponent, don't be shocked if we see Jenson Brooksby spring a massive upset in this Indian Wells.
Yeah, 100%,
I'm excited.
mate.
I'm very excited, mate.
Well, I think we'll wrap it up there. We'll be doing obviously
Yep.
more official where we do go through every single match, match by match on the new tennis app,
Yep.
TNNS. Make sure to join that. We'll go through and pick our winners and also our wild cards like we've just done for the women's. Go check out the women's video if you haven't seen it already. But for now, we're going to love you and leave you. Get ready for work tomorrow. Back in the office. Be good to see you in person again.
Great, yeah. No, it'd be good. No, it should be good. It's just a shame that there's work in the way of it all.
Yeah. Anyway,
Right.
that was not a bad draw. I quite like it. I think it's going to be good for Medvedev, and I'm a big fan of his. And we know for him, there's a lot of stake in the fact that he's trying to chase down Novak Djokovic for that year-end number one ranking position. Certainly is possible for him. And if I'm honest, he needs to try and retain it and try and save the points and win the whole thing. Shout out to Tom before we go, saying GTL the best.
Cheers, buddy.
He's the best. One of our greatest GTL members from day one. People don't know him. Head over to the Discord chat, and it is basically his baby. He made it from the ground up.
Exactly right.
And I think that's our first tip. Is it not our first tip of October?
Goes to the top. So you go to number
Tom
one.
is top of the top tippers for October. So when we see a watch along, Tom's going to be right up there. If anyone wants to get up there with him, you can send it through PayPal or on the through YouTube as well. We've got Karthik asking, can we do the Brooksby Zverev match? Yeah, we'll try to, depending on the time, because we're a big fan of both players, and we think that could be a really good encounter. We could see a lot of rallies as well.
Hope so. Well, let's tie this one up, and we will catch you tomorrow evening. We'll be giving you our predictions on the men's draw preview. So just make sure you keep your eyes on the channel. Hit the link. Well, hit the link in the description if you want to join the brackets. $100 prize. Don't forget for men's and women's. And don't forget to hit the bell button. You'll get notified by all our next podcasts. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, like and subscribe, guys, and see you soon.